Hello friends, I hope you all are doing good, and guys, welcome back to our channel. I hope that you all are safe and sound and in the best of health wherever you are. So guys, as we all know that whenever we land in Canada, at the port of entry we are asked for a local Canadian address. This is the address where our PR cards will be coming in a few days time. So basically we need to make sure that we collect our PR cards from that particular address. So if we have a friend or a relative who has a local Canadian address, we can safely give their address because we know that our PR cards will be safe and sound with them and it will be in good hands. But guys, reality, how many of us have friends or relatives in Canada, or how many of us know someone in Canada, like friend's friend or acquaintance or some common friend like that? So guys, not many of us have a local Canadian address at the port of entry, because at the port of entry you have just landed in Canada, you have not even stepped out of the airport, so you don't have a local Canadian address. So most of us would be staying either in an Airbnb or maybe in some apartment, like a temporary accommodation kind of thing. So you can't give that Airbnb or a temporary accommodation address because you know that in few days time you will be changing your residence. So what is to be done in such a case? Where will your PR card go? So guys, all these questions we will be trying to solve in this particular video. So without further ado, let's get started. So my friends, the very first option that I would like to suggest is the UPS mailbox rental. This mailbox rental can be thought of a safe place in UPS's office, and they will be giving you a street address. So guys, this is similar to a PO box, but it's not a PO box though. So it's like a mailbox. So this mailbox will have a street address. So whenever your PR cards come, it will be coming to that mailbox which has got a street address. So guys, few things to consider here is that not all UPS locations would have mailbox rental facility. So you need to go and check in the UPS facility of your area. So you can do that basically from your home country before you have landed in Canada, that you want a rental facility. Guys, it would be an expensive option, but then it's a safe option because you know that even though you are changing accommodation, your mailbox address remains the same. So maybe in 1 month, 2 months, 3 months time, whenever your PR cards will come, no matter where you are, your PR card will be coming directly to that mailbox rental. So you know that your PR cards will remain safe. So guys, as I already mentioned, it's an expensive option, and there are different programs available in which you can take month on month, or maybe you can pay for a quarter. And once your PR card has arrived, so this is for those people who are doing soft landing. So say for example, you came to Canada, activated your PR status and went back to your home country, and maybe say after 60 days your PR card has come to that mailbox, but you are not in Canada to receive it. So in that case, you can request the UPS guys to courier that PR card from your mailbox to your home country. So it will be a UPS courier. So guys, in this case, you have not only taken a mailbox service, but even requested UPS to safely courier your PR cards to your home country in India. So guys, this will work for those people who have done soft landing also, and for those people also who have done hard landing. But guys, it would be a slightly expensive option. So you might want to give it a try. Maybe you can come up with a very good deal and negotiate a good deal with the UPS guys. So guys, the second option is the option which I don't like, but you might as well give it a try. If your option number 1, the UPS mailbox rental, is too costly for you, then you can definitely try this option number 2. So guys, in this option number 2, what you have to do is, if you are doing hard landing, that you have come to Canada permanently once and for all in that first attempt itself. So in that time, what you have to do is, at the port of entry, you have to mention your Airbnb or your temporary accommodation address to the visa officer, that you want your cards to be delivered to that address. Correct? And you leave from the airport, you stay in that Airbnb for the duration, like maybe 5 days, 10 days, 15 days, whatever you had booked. And after that, you move to a permanent residence or a long-term accommodation wherever you go. So now what you have to do is, once you have made sure, okay, that for the next 6 months I am going to stay in this place, you have to either call IRCC call center. I will be giving the number in the description box, or you have to access the case specific inquiry web form. So guys, in either of these options, you will be expected to verify your identity by answering some security questions, or you will be giving your identity proof, maybe your UCI number or some number, in order to identify yourself. Once you have done that, it is expected that you would be requesting them to update your address from the initial temporary accommodation to this long-term accommodation where you are currently located. Guys, the problem with this approach is that whenever you call IRCC call center, the wait times would be slightly longer. I mean, I would not be surprised even if the waiting time is approximately 1 hour. And second thing is, the person who is talking on the call center may be belonging to a different ethnic origin. So there would be difficulty in communicating, or basically if your English is not that good, your pronunciation may be misinterpreted by the agent, and hence there would be chance that wrong address gets updated over there. So in this case, your case specific inquiry would be a much better option. So here is what you can do: update your address using the case specific inquiry web form, and after maybe few days, like maybe 1 week or 10 days, give the IRCC guys a call just to verify if they have updated your address correctly. So this is what you can do. So guys, if option number 2 is also not suitable for you, then there is option number 3. In option number 3, what you have to do is, after you have landed in Canada, at the port of entry, you have to tell the visa officer upfront that you do not have a local Canadian address at this point in time. So in that case, the visa officer will give you a form and will tell you that you have to fill this form when you have a permanent or a long-term accommodation with you, and then you have to fax that form to IRCC. So guys, in this case, you are sure that your PR card will not be mailed to any mailbox rental, or it will not be sent to you don't have the hassle of calling them and getting your address updated or anything. You have to take proactive steps to inform IRCC whenever you have a permanent or a long-term accommodation, and you have to fax that form. So guys, this is one option that you can opt for. Guys, now many people would also suggest a PO box concept. Guys, let me tell you that Canada Post offers PO box services. But guys, also let me tell you that your PR cards will never ever be sent to a PO box. Guys, again, let me repeat you, PR cards are never sent or mailed to a PO box. So you may have a PO box facility with Canada Post. You may receive all other posts to that PO box. However, your PR cards won't be mailed to the PO box. So guys, don't opt for the PO box facility if you are wishing to get your PR cards. So guys, the next option is online address notification system on CIC website. So guys, what you have to do is log on to CIC website and use this online address notification system to update your address to a permanent address or a long-term accommodation address in order to get your PR card. Guys, just keep in mind that it will take up to 5 business days for your address to reflect, and once you have updated your address, it is always a better idea to call IRCC helpline and just inquire whether your address has been updated correctly or no. And guys, just make sure that you stay in this address for a minimum of 30 to 45 days so that your PR card comes to that particular address before you think of even moving out. And if you move out before that, just make sure to use this system again in order to update a new address. So guys, now just to summarize whatever we have spoken so far, the very first thing is, if you have a friend or relative in Canada, then there is nothing like it. You can use their address to get your PR cards delivered to their address. If that is not possible, then the first option that I have suggested is getting a UPS mailbox rental. Again, this would be an expensive option, but it's a foolproof option because you will be getting a street address and not a PO box, and your PR cards will be sent to that street address. And even though it's expensive, it's a feasible option if you are able to strike a deal with UPS guys. You can either opt it for month-on-month basis or a quarterly basis, and even you can get your PR cards couriered to your home country if you have done soft landing and you are not physically present in Canada to get your PR card from the mailbox. Guys, if this option does not suit you well, then the other option which I had suggested is using the case specific inquiry form or giving a call to IRCC guys and updating your address manually with them. If this also does not suit you, then at the port of entry, you have to mention to the visa officer that you do not have a physical address. The visa officer will be giving you a form. Once you find a long-term accommodation, you have to fill the form and fax it to IRCC. And the fourth option which I have told is about Canada Post. But guys, this option will work like PO box number with Canada Post. This option will work for all other mails that you will be receiving. However, PR cards are never delivered to a PO box. So just keep that thing in mind. Guys, with this, I end this particular video. I hope that you all really like the contents of it. And if you really do, please do like, comment and subscribe. And I hope that I have solved most of your doubts related to how to update your address, where your PR cards will go, what happens if you're not physically present during your PR card, to collect your PR card basically. So I hope that I have solved all of these queries. So guys, goodbye, take care, have a great day, stay safe, follow social distancing and be healthy guys. Take care.